Hello, welcome to my vlog. My name is Kev. If this is your first time watching, this is a vlog where I try to show how I'm getting through life in recovery from various mental disorders. Those being schizoaffective disorder, which for me is a combination of schizophrenia and bipolar 1. I also struggle with cPTSD and inattentive ADD. And so I try to show a bit of my routine that I do every day, as well as how I spend my days and how I work through things, difficult times as they come, and regulating my mood and things like that. I try not to preach too much, but just to show what I'm doing, and hopefully that is useful for you, the viewer. I was diagnosed about 15 years ago, and I'm a mental health peer specialist. And I found that this vlog actually is very helpful in my own recovery, because at the end of the week, I get to review my week as a peer specialist from that perspective, and it really helps me. So if this is your first time watching, welcome. Be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps my channel. And this channel is kind of my neurodivergent way towards success through mental health advocacy and music. I hope you also enjoy the music on this channel too. This week is an interesting episode. It is now the end of the week, and I am doing very well. I am in a great place, and I feel like I have a hopeful future. Last week, just before I started the vlog, on Monday, but on Saturday and Sunday I went through a trigger of my PTSD where I was really brought back to a really hard place in my life. And throughout the week, I'm really struggling with it. I'm having lots of panic attacks, my anxiety goes up and down, and there are some points where I don't know how I'm going to make it through the week and make it through the day. But I just want to calm your anxiety to show that I did make it through the week and my day is bright and shiny. So I'm going to rewind you back to Monday, and I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. Thank you so much for all your support. If you're looking to support further, I do have a Patreon, and with the funds that I make from Patreon, I use for supplies such as guitar strings or transportation to go places, and it really helps out this vlog a lot. So the Patreon link is in my description, and there's lots of free stuff there. All my music is there, and you can join even without having to donate. So I hope to see you there. And now I'm going to rewind you back to the intro. Thanks so much, and have a great week. Big stretch. Good morning. Happy Monday. Oh, I want to sit down again. It's Monday morning. I'm just waking up. I slept okay. Fell asleep really fast, and I woke up without an alarm. But I'm having a difficult time. My brain is very negative, and I can tell I'm not thinking right. So I have a lot of intrusive thoughts and dialogues that are not very kind. And I feel overwhelmed by nothing in particular. So this is where I get up and My brain is very dramatic. It's using lots of words like always and never. So this is where I get up, I make my coffee. It's brewing. Actually, it's just finished brewing. So we have my coffee, and that's gonna wake me up a bit and help me focus with my ADD. Then I'm gonna watch some comedy, and that's going to change my brain messages that are really dramatic to something a little more lighthearted and comedic. And hopefully I'll be feeling better. So that's the start. That's how I start my routine in the morning, with coffee and comedy. So here we go. Happy Monday. So I'm here doing my coffee and comedy. Cheers. I got my Little Mermaid mug. And it's been going well. I've been watching my Critical Role. And it's almost 9 a.m. And I have a 9 a.m. appointment today with my psychiatrist. So I'm getting ready for that with the VA. And I check in with my psychiatrist maybe every 6 months or so. I used to take a lot of medication. I used to take about 6 different meds: antipsychotics, mood stabilizers, antidepressants. And they worked well for me for many years. It took me a long time to find a cocktail of meds that work well for me. But once I did, they really helped ground me and help me work on myself and bring my symptoms down, so I could start to develop coping skills. And after about 10, 12 years of developing and practicing my coping skills, I was able to decrease a lot of my medication. So I no longer take antidepressants. I no longer take mood stabilizers. I do that on my own through my routines and my coping skills and being vigilant on my mood, because my mood is, I have a mood disorder and it can go any which way at any time. And so I have to be vigilant and checking on my mood a lot. And if I don't want to do that, then I should go back on mood stabilizers. It is a lot harder, I have to say, to live with mental illness and not take mood stabilizers and antidepressants. Because it's more difficult because I have to be more vigilant and keeping track of my moods and see where I'm going, and because it can be dangerous if your mood goes too far one way or the other. You can get in trouble or get hurt or just do things that you regret. So I'm doing my coffee and comedy. It's going pretty well. My brain is still a little dramatic, but it's settling down. The caffeine is helping me focus a little bit. And I want to talk to my psychiatrist about exploring the options for maybe trying out a medication for my ADD. I was diagnosed when I was in grade school with ADD, but I never took anything for it, never did anything for it, because I had more pressing things to deal with. I was dealing with mental illness as well. And so my ADD was not paramount in getting looked at. So I never went on medication for it. I just kind of learned to struggle with it on my own. But I really feel like it would be interesting to try a medication and see if that helps me focus more, and then maybe I could cut out caffeine. So I'm going to talk to him about that and see what options there are. I haven't been diagnosed with it since I was a kid, so might have to get re-diagnosed. So yeah, getting ready to go into my psychiatrist appointment. I also have dialectical behavioral therapy today at noon. And that is some good work and difficult work that I've been doing. Okay, the morning I'm just continuing with my coffee and comedy, getting ready for my doctor's appointment, and I'm also checking in with friends via text and saying how you doing and stuff like that. Well, I had my meeting with my psychiatrist and checked in. Everything's going well with my meds, my levels and stuff. And we were going to try a medication for my ADD. It's a non-addictive medication, and we're going to try it on a low dose. Never taken medication for ADD, so I'm interested to see what the effects are. I also can't imagine what it's like to be able to focus for any extended period of time, so I'm interested to see if it helps me focus. And it also may help me with sleep. ADD medication. So that would be good if it helps me with it, because sleep is a big issue for me. I am super high anxiety today. I don't know why. I have that ominous feeling like I did something wrong, and I know I didn't. It's a feeling I used to have 24/7 when I was younger, and that I always felt like this weight in my chest, like I did something wrong and I'm about to get caught. And it's illogical. I used to do a lot of things that I'm not proud of when I was younger, and I felt a lot of shame about it. I felt like when I was younger I had to lie, cheat, and steal to survive. And I got triggered over the weekend with that feeling that I needed to lie, cheat, and steal to get by. And though I didn't do it, just having that feeling come back again, of that feeling of when I was in such a hard place, it really made yesterday difficult. I had a really hard time yesterday, Sunday. And there was a lot of tears and a lot of confusion because I didn't really know what I was feeling and why I was feeling it. And today it's lingering. This is PTSD. Is that something triggers it, and all of a sudden it's like it just happened, and it feels like I'm back there. I'm back in that time, in that rough spot. And so today I still have a lot of that anxiety. And I'm gonna be social today, but I'm nervous that I'm not really gonna be there, present. My mood is still kind of very dramatic. Coffee and comedy really hasn't done its job like it normally does. It's still early. I could still sit here and do coffee and comedy, but I want to move on in my routine. Which my next steps are to take my meds, take a shower, get changed, and have something to eat. I also want to go out for a walk. This is me making a plan because I know my mood is not stable. It's a little one-sided or the other, and I want to have a nice, safe day. So I need to plan my day and how I'm going to adjust my mood. Things like take a walk. Sometimes taking a drive on Grand Theft Auto will relax me, and play some guitar, do some talking to people. I'm gonna do these different things to help regulate my mood, because I know my mood's gonna be kind of not great today. So I'm in no hurry. I don't have any other meetings really happening. It's just me and work through my routine. That's my job. And it's a little hard to do my job today. Normally on Mondays, I try to show you my routine. And I'm kind of off today. I'm not doing so great. I'm probably gonna sneeze too because of the sun. But I made it through my routine, which is I have my coffee and comedy, I take my meds, I take a shower, and I eat. I had a bowl of Frosted Flakes. And then I try to go out for a walk. My anxiety has been really high, and I had a panic attack a little bit ago, and I had to just stop and breathe and feel like the world was ending. I'm dealing with a PTSD trigger, and I have a lot of emotions that are going with it. I'm feeling really bad about myself. I'm having a lot of negative dialogues in my head, and it's been a hard morning. I was hoping a walk would help clear me out. I also did a work session with my friend Kayla, and I did a little video editing during that work session, and that seemed to relax me a little bit, but I'm finding it hard to focus. So I did, about an hour of video editing. So I'm not really sure what is going to help me today, but I'm going to try some different things. The shower was good, kind of calmed me down, and listening to music was good this morning during my routine. I think playing some guitar and I need to work on forgiveness of myself and of my younger self, and things that, I'm having trouble today with that. So yeah, I think I'll go back home. Oh yeah, that's right, Kayla's waiting for me. We're gonna do a Zoom session where we'll do some work, but I think during the work that I'll be doing is probably just playing some light guitar and maybe chit chat with Kayla a little bit. So that'll be my early afternoon. I have a friend coming later today who's gonna come hang out and be supportive, which is very helpful. It's super important and helpful to have people that you can talk to and who not only are willing to come out and spend time with you, but want to come out and spend time with you and be there for you and offer it without asking. It's really nice. I'm grateful. All right, I'll check in later. Hey, I just took a nap and I'm a little brain foggy. Making some Dunkin' coffee, but I'm doing a little better. I want to update you on how I did that. When I got back from my walk, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got back from my walk and I had a meeting with my friend Kayla, who is a big support system for me. She's that person I can go to about anything, and I feel safe doing so. So I went to her. We had a Zoom meeting where we normally do work, and I needed to vent. I told her, I need to talk about what's going on and how I'm feeling. And so I did, because I didn't know what I was upset about. I knew that my PTSD was triggered, and I couldn't stop crying, and I was just confused, and the last couple of days I kind of felt like I was in shock. So I talked to her and I figured out what was wrong, and where my PTSD trigger was and how it happened and what the issues are around it, and the feelings that I felt, which were a lot of guilt and shame about things that I had to do when I was a teenager and such to survive on the street. And it brought up those feelings again, and I felt like I was that homeless teen, and all the feelings that came along with it. And it was really a lot, and I felt like my brain was very negative, and it was telling me that I'm still that person that does bad things to survive, and negative things, and I'm not. For many years, I have not been that person, and I haven't needed to be. But I felt that person creep up over the weekend, and it really scared me, because I didn't think that person was inside me who would lie, cheat, and steal to survive. And when I was a teenager, I had to do a lot of that, and all that shame came up, and I feel like I've lived a life that has really made up for my past transgressions. And I feel at my core, I'm a good person. But my brain was telling me the opposite today, and it was really saying that at my core, I'm a bad person who's pretending to be good. And that was hard to deal with today. I am feeling better after talking with Kayla, and then I also had a meeting and talked with my friend Jocelyn, and just about the same thing. I vented it out again. And those are two people that I knew would understand what I'm going through and not judge me. And so that helped. And I was just filled with tears a lot of the day. And I really felt like I didn't know how I was going to get through it. And then as I began talking with people, I started to see, hey, I might get through this. And I started to have a little hope. And then talking more with Jocelyn, and it started to make me feel better. And I really needed to let it out and tell someone. And I was able to do that. After all that, I laid down for a nap because my body and my brain was exhausted from all the high drama and emotion in my body, the crying uses muscles, and I was just tired. Laid down, took a nap, and so now I'm up, and I'm feeling a little better. I still feel a little shell-shocked. I still feel like I just went through something, and I need to be good to me. So what am I doing is I'm getting up. Obviously, I'm making some coffee, and I'm gonna think about dinner. And I have a friend who's trying to get here to visit, but they're having a difficult time getting here. So yeah, that's where I'm at today. It was a very difficult day, and there were points when I didn't know how I was gonna make it through. It felt like there was no path to get through the day. But I turned to my coping skills. I did some cleaning, I did some work, I did positive things, I called friends, and did the things that I've learned to do over the years to have a safe day and a better day. Am I all the way up the ladder to safe and social? No. I could not go to a bar and hang out and have a good time. But I do have a friend coming over who I feel safe with, and hopefully she's able to get here and we'll be able to hang out and socialize one-on-one, and that will be very good for me. So okay, I'll check in later. If anything else happens today, it may end up that I just kind of hang out here and then go to bed. It's been a day. Today was a battle, and at some points it really felt like a losing battle. And, but I almost feel like I lost the battle and now I'm recovering. And I have to go back to the war. All right. Have a drink before the war, and I will check later. Hey, so I was at home waiting for my friend's train to arrive, baking cookies, and I had another panic attack. Still kind of having one a little bit. I mean, it's settling down. I thought getting out and going to the depot and waiting for the train and getting out of the house would be nice. It is helping a little. Wish I could really explain what I'm going through in better terms. I just really can't. I'm feeling scared and guilt and shame. I'm not forgiving myself. I'm beating myself up. And I don't really have, nothing is distracting me from beating myself up. And except when I'm like, I don't know, I just all of a sudden will gets hard to breathe. I almost feel like I'm being tested. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just very hard. I feel really bad. I'm hoping my friend will show up and being social and talking. I don't want to dive in too much about what I'm feeling, but it'll probably be good to vent it out a bit, get a hug, and maybe I'll end up crying or something. But I am me. I'm who I am. I'm not hurting anybody or doing anything bad. I'm trying to remind myself that. And if I did do something, I can forgive myself. If I did take a step backwards in some way, I can forgive myself and be good to myself. And it's just really hard to do, especially with the physical feeling. I have this physical feeling of it's hard to breathe, and that scared physical feeling. If the physical feeling would go away, it would help my brain move on, but the physical feeling is reminding my brain that, reminding my brain all these negative messages. So it's hard to distract myself when I have the physical feelings of anxiety, because I know where they're coming from, and it's not a good place. So it's been a hard day, and I'm just trying to remind myself and give myself constant messages that I'm okay, and I didn't do anything wrong, and this is just part of having PTSD. I'm gonna go through days like this, times like this, and it's gonna suck, and it's gonna feel like it's not gonna end, and it's gonna feel like I'm not gonna get through it. But I've been here before many times. I'll probably be here again sometime in the future, so just trying to make it through. And now is the time when I try not to make any big decisions or do anything grandiose. I try to keep it low key, and All right. Hello, good morning. It's Tuesday, and I'm having a pretty good morning. I'm just taking my meds and getting ready to take a shower. I got up and had my coffee, and I've been chatting with friends and sending messages and stuff. And it's been a nice morning. I'm feeling a lot better than yesterday. That awful feeling that I was having in my chest of the anxiety, the physical feelings are gone. I'm feeling a lot better today. So waking up feeling pretty good. I'd say just below safe and social. I wouldn't want to be in a big social situation right now. But yeah, why would I want that in the morning, right? This here is my chart that I don't think I ever mentioned. And this is all I really use it for, is to mark off my meds and make sure that I check in, because I will forget. And I also have the system in this drawer here. When I pull it out, all my meds are in this drawer. I take them out as I take them, and then I put them into this one. And then the next day they're all in here, and I take them out and I put them into this one. So I alternate drawers every day too. And because there's been many times where when I wasn't tracking, that I would miss doses or forgot if I take it, so I wouldn't take it, or I would end up double dosing. And my friend Kayla was like, why don't you get a calendar and start marking it off? So that's what I did this year. And there's been a couple of days where I've had to do half doses because I didn't have all my meds. And a couple of days, actually I think there's only one day where I just didn't take any meds because I was out of meds. And then I also used it just personally to mark different dates, like my son's birthday and a little vacation that I took and things like that. And then over here in the morning too, when I'm taking my meds, I have these nice reminders right by my med station where I have pictures of my best friends and me and my dog Okami, and I have a picture of me and my son and my dog hiking. So first thing in the morning, someone's trying to call me. So first thing in the morning when I'm really grumpy, it's really nice to have a reminder and see Okami's face and my friends and stuff while I'm grumpy Kev. I'm not grumpy Kev today. So I took my meds. I'm about to take a shower, finish up my routine. I still gotta put something in my belly. And then I'm gonna be doing some work sessions today. I have a lot of projects that I wanna work on, and I'm looking forward to doing that. So, all right, I'll check in later. Well, I didn't check in later. It is now Wednesday morning. Let me recap what happened Tuesday. After I went through my routine and stuff, I was planning on doing work sessions. And I had a friend here, and we did a work session together. And I got to work on music and some writing, some songwriting. I did some editing. And I felt good about the work that I did. So I got a good work session in, and then my friend and I kind of visited for a while and did some talking and stuff. And then after they went home, I went to bed. I was tired. From all the anxiety the last couple of days, my body was just tired, so I think I went to bed before 9 a.m. And no, I went to bed at like 5 or 6 p.m. And then I woke up at 9 p.m. and I thought it was 9 in the morning. And it wasn't, it was 9 p.m. So I just went right back to bed and woke up at 6 this morning. So it is now Wednesday morning. How am I doing? Well, I am having some anxiety today, and little tremors of panic attacks. And they're not as big and debilitating as they were the last couple days, but I just feel it a little bit. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's been down at a 1 or 2, and it rises up to a 4 or 5, and then goes back down. And I think that's just the wave settling, you know. It doesn't just all go away the next day. That these are kind of ripples, and I'm trying not to read too much into them. My brain is kind of negative today, but it's not as negative as it was. So I still have a lot of the same feelings, but they're just not as amplified as they have been yesterday or the day before. So I'm sitting here, it's Wednesday morning, having my coffee, and I have my comedy up, I have my critical role over here, and I've also been just kind of writing emails and for various things that I randomly think about. One was for a gig, and one of them was for a retreat, and it seems to help with my anxiety if I'm busy. So my plan for today, it's Wednesday, I'm gonna do some coffee and comedy. It's still only 7 in the morning. There's not a lot to be done at 7 in the morning. But I'm thinking about my week and my day. And today is going to be a work session day. I don't have anybody coming to visit or anything today. I'll probably visit with my neighbor Jeff, see how he's doing. It's my anxiety. Whenever it comes on, I just stop and take a nice quick breath in and then a slow release out. And it helps. So work sessions today will be my goal. And I'm gonna go through my routine, take my meds, take my shower, maybe do a little exercising, maybe do a walk, and I need to get something in my belly. So that's the plan. I have to say the last couple days, I've been getting a lot of comments on YouTube that are very encouraging. And it's been very nice. Whereas I'm anxious, and what comes along with being anxious is I'm often overwhelmed. And the thought of doing any activity, including vlogging, can sometimes be hard to get started. And so it's just been nice to get comments saying that these videos are helping people, and encouraging comments. It's helped me to, when I'm anxious and overwhelmed, to remember I can keep doing things. I can still turn on the camera and check in. I don't have to be coming up with some great wisdom or inspiration. I can just check in and say, hey, this is what's going on. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's hard, but such is life. So I'll continue with my routine today, and I'm gonna go send some texts to friends and see how they're doing. Wish them a good day. And then hopefully working through my routine will help bring my anxiety down. A little update. It's been about an hour. But I took my meds. I did some emails. That's as far as I've gotten, but my anxiety is going up quickly. And I had a bit of a panic attack. Still feel it. I don't have any. I have a work session with some friends at 2, and it's 8 in the morning. And I don't really know what to do with myself. My anxiety is high enough that I don't think going out for a walk would be helpful. It's hot out and muggy. So I'm thinking, I don't often do this, but I think I'm gonna go lay down and take a nap and see if my brain will reset into a better mood. That doesn't usually work. And I could wake up a little more anxious, but I feel like all my anxiety and emotions are currently going upward and upward and upward, and it'll overwhelm me. And so I'm gonna lay down, do some deep breathing, keep it nice and quiet in here, and I may not fall asleep, but I think that might help a little bit. It sounds comforting in my brain, and I'm kind of looking for some comfort. So, all right, I'll check in later. So I've been laying here thinking because my brain doesn't shut off, and I got up this morning and my anxiety was a 1. Whereas yesterday it got up to a 10. My needle went all the way to the other side. So today it was down at a 1, and I was doing okay. Then I wrote some emails that would have normally just kind of brought my anxiety up to a 3, and then I would have worked through it and gone back down. But it just sent my needle the other way, all the way to the other side, just kind of triggering my anxiety for the day. Just brought back all that anxiety from yesterday. So laying here has been productive in that way, and it's been helping me to stop the negative messages and dialogues in my head and know that it's just my brain doing things that it does because it has an illness disorder. So I'm trying to I'm laying here trying to think that kind of like I have a fever and I need to lay down for a while. My anxiety needle has gone all the way to the right, and I'm just gonna lay down and breathe and try to bring the needle back to the center again. Well, I'm up. Got my unicorn on. I'm feeling a little better. I slept for 5 hours, and it was really hard to get up. My body feels like it's exhausted, and I feel really heavy, but I don't have that anxiety. So I haven't eaten. I think that has a lot to do with it. So I went out for a walk because I want to get some milk and something better to eat for breakfast than what I have. My mood is kind of hard today. It's down at a 3, 4. Sorry about the noise. So working my way up the ladder, I'm gonna have to work my way up through fight or flight. And I feel I wasn't successful at that earlier today, so I'm gonna try again. It is hot out. It's 90 degrees, which is 32 degrees Celsius, and 100% humidity. And I was wearing sweatpants. Doing okay. Just got home. Gonna work on getting something in my belly and then cleaning up around here. And still haven't taken a shower, so I'll do that too. But it's nice and cool in here, so I feel better and I can start working. So I'm making some oatmeal, and I'm in a group of people who are, I should actually turn it down, but I joined on with a group of friends who are, there you go. Keep them coming. Who are playing games together, and I play GTA, Grand Theft Auto with them. I'm not playing, but I'm just there for the conversation, and I actually showed up just to say hi, and I was muted, and there was one of the players was kind of talking about how they were having a hard day with anxiety, and she apologized for, bringing it up during gaming and stuff, and people were saying, no, of course not, it's a very supportive community. And then I got unmuted and I let her know, because I hadn't met her and played games with her. I was like, I'm going through a lot of anxiety too, and I'm feeling it today again. It keeps creeping up and I don't like it. It's a very uncomfortable physical feeling. It's been a difficult day. I'm just starting to get some oatmeal made, and it's 3:45 p.m. So I feel weak and shaky, and my energy level is super low, and I feel scared. Scared and anxious, but I'm managing it. It's not getting to a point where I'm like, what am I gonna do? I feel like I'm gonna make it through the day, but that's all I feel like I can make it through. My brain was telling me I'm being punished. For what? I don't know, for sins of my youth. And for having a mental illness. And for being triggered. And not being normal. So my brain was trying to convince me that I should be punished for that. And that's what this physical anxiety feeling is a form of punishment. And I was giving into that. But I'm trying to stay positive, give myself positive messages, and focus on doing what's good for me. I haven't eaten, I can feel it. I'm very hungry, and I think I can get some oatmeal down, so I'm gonna do that. I'm having my oatmeal, and I left the gaming group, and I needed some quiet, and eating could bring on more anxiety, and I was starting to get panicky, thinking about what's wrong with me, and so I decided to be a little more proactive, and some of the things I'm feeling is has a bit to do with imposter syndrome, I guess, where I feel like I'm not as good of a person as I portray myself to be, and I always try to do the good thing and be a good person, and my brain is telling me that the real me, that's not the real me. The real me is a bad person, and who used to do bad things, and I'm struggling with that, and it's giving me a lot of anxiety. So to be proactive about it, I just went on YouTube and I typed in the search bar, forgive yourself, because I feel like I'm having trouble doing that. And I came up with this video called How to Forgive Yourself, the Being Well podcast by Forrest Hansen. And I'm gonna have my oatmeal and listen to what they have to say for an hour, and just listen and see what knowledge I can pull out of it that might work for me. That's what I do for me. If I don't know what to do, I try to be proactive and do so, because I don't want to spend all day anxious. And I can do that while I'm eating my oatmeal and killing two birds with one stone. So, okay. Thanks for listening. Hey, so since my last check-in, I had a meeting with my best friend and got to talk about what was I doing before my last check-in. Was I was about to watch a video on self-forgiveness, but I decided to check in with a friend and just do a little talking and about how I was feeling about imposter syndrome issues, and it was very helpful. And by the end of the hour or so that we talked, I was feeling a lot better. I still have some anxiety, but I've come to know that I guess when a trigger hits, there's some ripples afterwards, and these were some big ones today. So thankfully I have some good support, people who I can talk to who didn't judge me at all, and that was important. And I feel a lot better. So what I was thinking, I also got some food in me. I had some oatmeal. And that made my stomach feel better. It's hard to feel better emotionally when you're hungry. So I got some food in me, and I'm thinking about more food later. All right, let's see. So I was thinking to kind of start the day over. I was going to take a nice hot shower, put on some music, and just kind of relax in the shower, and then maybe do a little creative work. I had some idea to build a website, and so I thought I might do some work on that. And then I was going to have a Zoom meeting with a friend later. So that's a nice way to, I think, spend my evening and just kind of let the waves settle. After meeting with my friend Kayla and getting to chat with her, I went and visited with my buddy Jeff and watched some old TV with him. I did a work session where I put together a night of D&D that I can host, and that whole adventure. And I'm just chilling out now with a cup of hot chocolate. I might have some ice cream, and I was gonna watch my show Critical Role before bed. I'm feeling much better, having vented out what I need to talk about, and kind of releasing those feelings and stuff. So I'm going to bed feeling pretty good. A little shell shocked, maybe, if that's the right, where I feel like I've kind of been washed upon the shore, and I need a breath. And my pain level tonight is kind of high in my upper body, and it's a little annoying. So I'm just gonna rest. Hot chocolate. I also have a Twinkie. Jeff gave me a Twinkie. But I'm thinking I'm gonna have some strawberry ice cream and watch some comedy. Good night. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I'm happy to say I slept pretty decent last night, and I kind of slept in this morning. Woke up about 8:39, and my mood is okay. I'm not high anxiety. I'm not anything. I'm feeling kind of up but safe and social, and I hope I stay that way. I'm making my coffee. I'm sending some texts to friends, say good morning, and I'm about to watch my comedy and work my way through my routine. Happy Thursday. So I made it through my routine okay, and while doing so, I was chatting with friends. I also go out on Discord and watched some friends play some games while I was having my coffee and comedy, and that was nice, friendly banter. Took my meds, took a shower, and then I packed up my bag for the weekend. And lately, the past couple of weeks, I've been spending Thursday night, Friday night over at friends' houses, and going out and being social and just getting out of my house. If left to my own devices, I'll stay at home indoors alone. And I find that if I'm out and social, it really helps me, especially with my anxiety and things. You would think, I get social anxiety, but when I'm around my friends, I don't, my close circle of friends, I don't get that social anxiety, and it's nice to be social. So that's what I'm doing. I packed up all my meds. I packed up some work stuff so I can do work sessions over the next couple days on my own. And I'm looking forward to, I don't really have a lot of plans for the weekend with friends. I think it's mostly going to be hanging out and just enjoying each other's company. I don't think we have any errands or events to go to. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I'm off into the train depot to catch the train to Boston. My mood is a little in fight or flight. I kind of dropped down to fight or flight a little bit. I have a small layer of anxiety, and I'm hoping that it doesn't go up. I think being active and being out and social, being with friends will help. While I was triggered and going through all the heavy anxiety, I found what really helped the most was talking with my friends on Zoom and being with my friends. It really helped my physical anxiety. So, all right, I'm gonna head in and see about having a good weekend. Something else that I did while packing up this weekend, I found that the last couple of weeks that I've been going out and staying over friends' houses, that I was spending a lot of money on food and stressing a little bit about where I was getting my food and spending money on it. So this time in my backpack, I threw in a couple cans of soup and that I like, and some packets of oatmeal and stuff, so I don't have to worry about spending money so much on food. If I'm just hungry, I don't have to go out to dinner or something. I can just have a can of soup, So that's something I did different this weekend. Hello, so I'm hanging out at my friend's house, and I've been sitting out here. It was 90 degrees today, and so I was inside in the AC, but the backyard is all shade now. It's about 7 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm out in they call this the screen house, and I'm just doing work. I'm working on Dungeons and Dragons stuff, which is kind of fun, putting an adventure together for some friends. And I also got invited to come out to a Comic-Con in August as a professional DM to run some games for newbies, so that should be fun. So I've been enjoying that and just enjoying how the day is cooling down, and yeah, things are going well. Hello. I thought I would check in. It is Friday, and I'm out having dinner. Today has been a good day. I haven't had to deal with anxiety today. Woke up at my friend's house. I played some guitar. I went out and did some walking. I have this little spot in the woods, this little rock that I like to sit on, so I went there. I did some walking around town and ran some errands, and now I'm having dinner with a friend. And then after that, I'm going to my other friend's house to do a little work, and they have a printer and a scanner and stuff, and I need to do some of that. So that's my evening. Gonna go visit them, and then probably yeah, see, just kind of wing it from there. Okay, it's been a fun day. My mood is up at Safe and Social. It's been that way pretty much all day. It's been super hot. My pain level has been probably about a 4, which is kind of nice. But I think when at the end of the week, when I'm out and social and active, it's better for me physically. It gets me out and moving, and it might hurt a little bit more, but my body feels better. So, all right, I'll see you later. It is Saturday. It's getting close to dinner time. We moved a keyboard to my apartment, and I set it up. Sounds really good. I made some cookies, and I'm kind of thinking about dinner. I'm pretty tired because I haven't really slept much, but I don't feel like I can sleep, so I don't know. Out for a quick walk around the block, and just wanted to go to the store. What was it? I can't even remember what I was going to get. Get some toilet paper. But my mood is good, and my pain level is mid to high. And it's a nice day. I'm way overdressed. It's pretty hot out, and I'm wearing a hoodie, but I keep it cold in my apartment. So yeah, thinking about dinner, probably a work session tonight. Kind of want to prep up for the coming week. I often do that on Sunday, but I thought, why not do it today? And just get everything in order so my brain can relax and be settled and be grounded. Hello, so it is Sunday, and yesterday I went to the store and I left my phone at the store, and I went the whole rest of the day in the evening and didn't even think of it. This morning I got up and was going to do my vlogging, and I couldn't find my phone, and I was getting really stressed out. But I had just left it at the store yesterday, and the guy grabbed it, you know. So I called my phone, he picked it up, and he's like, yeah, it's here at the store. So it wasn't too stressful. It's just like a momentary. I got some good sleep last night. I'd say probably about 4 or 5 hours, which is good because I hadn't gotten really much at all. So I'm feeling kind of rested, but I'll need some rest. I think today I'm gonna prep for the week, and I also want to change around my apartment, give it a different flow. Probably like every couple months, I change around all my furniture, and it gives me a fresh start, makes me feel like I'm in a new place with a different energy. And I was thinking today might be a really good day to do that. And I had a little idea to move my little workstation and make this little like breakfast nook thing where I can sit and have my meals, and start to do that on a regular basis. So I want to adjust my surroundings to fit me better. So that'll probably be my day. My mood is good. I'm up at Safe and Social, and my pain level is it's pretty low. It's like a 4, except I messed up my knee. I don't know. My knee is the root of a lot of my pains. My left knee. That is my service-connected injury, and I did something, but it's really hurting me. Only when I touch it or put any weight on it. So anyways, gonna head back home, start my day. I still need to go through my routine. So I did some coffee and comedy, and I was watching some drummers on Drumeo. That was fun. So now I'm gonna take my meds, take a shower, get changed, and start my day. Hello, so I thought I'd check in. I made it through my routine. Let's see, after my routine, I I went and visited Jeff, and I'm distracted because there was something else I was going to talk about, and I'm making sure I remember. So I made it through my routine. That felt good. Did my coffee and comedy first, and then I went and visited Jeff, and we had fun watching the WNBA. We both really like it that a lot of the primetime networks are showing women's sports, and they've been showing basketball and softball and just various highlighting women's sports, and that's really nice. And it's entertaining to watch too. They're great players. So it was pretty cool, and Jeff really enjoys it. He's pointing out all the good players that he's now learning about and stuff, so it was pretty cool. Now I'm about to getting ready to do a work session. And it's Sunday, so what I like to do is look at my goals from last week, which is in my, this is called my Book of Many Things. And let me see if I can really quickly bring up my goals, just so you can kind of visually see what I'm talking about. I think my bookmark is close to my goals. It's awkward because I'm holding this phone. Boom, boom. So like this page right here just has, oops, something fell out. Last week's goals and things that I wanted to remember to work on. And if you go back probably 5 or 6 pages, you'll see the week before's goals right here, broken up in different categories: vlog, music, writing, mental health, singer-songwriter, things like that. So I'll do that today during my first work session, which is about to happen right now with some of my friends. And I find the work sessions motivating, and I enjoy supporting other people's motivations to get things done. And in supporting other people's motivations to get things done, I get things done. And it kind of works back and forth, so it's nice. And it adds a little socialization to the process, which I enjoy. Get to talk about what you're about to work on. Afterwards, we talk about what we got done. Sometimes there's little thoughts in between and stuff, so it's nice. But yeah, that's what I'll be working on, is my goals, which I usually do on Sundays. My mood is pretty good. I feel up and safe and social. And yeah, that's about it. Okay. Hey, it's the end of the week, and I just kind of wanted to check in one more time. It was a difficult week for me. There were points where during my week, if things had gotten a little worse, I might have checked myself into the hospital. My anxiety and other emotions, negative emotions, were really high. And it seemed like I would wake up in the morning and be okay, and think that the day's gonna be okay. And I'd work my way up the emotional ladder, but in doing so, you have to work your way up to fight, freeze, or flight, which is about a 3 or 4. And you have to work through it up to get to safe and social. And getting through that fight or flight, my anxiety needle would just zing the other way, because I'd get the physical sensations of panic and anxiety, which would bring up all the reasons why I was anxious, and it would bring up my past issues and kind of remake me feel all that stuff that I felt again. So it was really hard to shake. But I've gone a couple days. I went through the weekend. I didn't vlog a lot. When I'm out about being social on the weekend, I don't vlog a lot. I keep meaning to take pictures and share them with you, but I don't do that. And also because I'm just going through a lot this week, that there's a lot of gaps where I wasn't thinking of vlogging. But I am happy with what I did in getting through. I made sure to not make any super big decisions. I reached out for help. I reached out to some people who just let me vent, and through venting, I figured out what the trigger was, and kind of got to heal the person that was hurt. And I feel a more complete healing. As part of having PTSD, I'm gonna go through this. I'm gonna go through it again, probably many times in my lifetime. And getting through this one is gonna give me evidence next time that I can make it through. I have been here before and been through this before. And every time it's just as hard, but it's easier to remember hope and that I will get through it. Even though I can't see it, I walk blindly with faith that, it sounds strange, but I walk blindly in the faith of my experience, my past experiences. So I hope this vlog was helpful for you. Leave any questions or comments down below. I always enjoy them and find them very inspiring. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Wayfaring stranger, traveling through the world below. There is no sea, this toilet danger, and the bright line to which I go. No dark clouds will hover over me, and I know my path is rough and steep, but golden fields lay out before me, where weary eyes no more will. I'm going home to meet my mother. I'm going home, no more to roam. I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over. I'll soon be free of every trial. This form shall rest beneath the sun, and I'll drop the cross of self-denial and enter that land of God. I'm going there to meet my Savior. He said he'd meet me when I come. I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over. I'm just going